I saw it at a trade show, and I absolutely flipped out when I saw it. And the guy who built and designed this thing, he saw me flip out. He was like, "What's the thing?" I said, "Because that's a lightsaber." Well, wait a minute. What is a lightsaber after all? Well, it's a special effect because on the set, there's nothing coming out of this. That had to be put in later with special effects with a thing called rotoscoping. And the reality is that there is no such thing. Even to this day in technology, there's no such thing, because if you think about a flashlight, what happens when you turn on a flashlight? You know, it goes as far as the flashlight will reach. So what's with this weapon that only goes out a few feet? Now, this is a collectible. This is, I think, Sideshow or one of these companies makes these things. So they made a pretty good replica, right? And this is cool because it makes these sound effects. Here, I'll do it by name. And they really did a great job on this. What would you call this, Ryan? Collectible or an action? It's not an action thing. Collectible, okay. So it's not bad. A pretty good copy of what it is, and yet it has what we all know is a lightsaber, because lightsabers don't go out infinitely like a flashlight would. But light is light, right? I mean, if you point light at something, it doesn't stop 3.5 feet out. I mean, this is just completely fantasy land. So I just think it's kind of interesting that they chose to make it like a sword, even though it is a Western. So we have swords in the Westerns. Now I forgot how to turn this thing off. Here is, and I don't know if I showed all of you guys this. I'll sit down and show it though. Now that I'm getting fog going, it's kind of cool. Now this is actually a lightsaber of different sorts. They call this the Nebula. This is made by Nanlux. It's actually a lighting instrument that is being used on sets and things. But I saw it at a trade show, and I absolutely flipped out when I saw it. And the guy who built and designed this thing, he saw me flip out. He was like, "What's the thing?" I said, "Because that's a lightsaber." Now, we're going to have some more fog in a second, or I'll turn it up. But if you can, on the close-up camera for a second, you'll see it has a little display. It allows you to change the frequency of the light. Well, if you're Obi-Wan Kenobi, you've got the blue light. But if you're the bad guy, then you would switch it to the red frequencies. But they had different properties. So how do you power a lightsaber? Did you ever see them charge them? In fact, if you've been following the storyline, these lightsabers get lost for long periods of time, and the guy picks it up, and the next thing you know, it's at it again. But you do see how this thing is reaching out to the camera. I mean, it looks really cool. So the lightsabers are obviously a complete fantasy, but yet they've become part of our reality. So I'm looking at the picture of somebody. You can sort of see it on the screen. It looks really cool what it's doing. Here's the ability to focus this light. If you look on the wall, you guys can see it. You can see how it gets wider and narrower. Well, obviously, if you were going to make a lightsaber for like a weapon, you'd want to be able to adjust the range, right? I mean, who wants to get close to Darth Vader, for crying out loud? The guy kick your ass. So I'd want one that reaches across the room when fighting from over here before he could run up on me. Anyway, I just think it's a really, I don't know if you could see the screen. Let me see if I hold it. So there's a really cool liquid crystal LED screen here. And in here, you can adjust the intensity, the color, a lot of these sorts of things. And now this is the reason why this excited me is not because it's really a lightsaber, but it is. So for lighting a show or something, let's say I want to light that camera, this is a really neat thing. And if you notice, it has these little side slices, and I can actually, I'll put it over here. I can actually cut and make it any shape I want. Now that can be very handy when you're just trying to light up a very small area. So if I just want a little teeny tiny thing to light up there. So this is what's called a framing projector. No one ever saw one this small before. If you look at the video, now it really looks like a lightsaber. I'm going to turn this monitor around for you guys. You'll appreciate this. Can you see that? So it kind of looks like a lightsaber. Watch me go in front of the lens. So in a way, this is as close in my lifetime, maybe I'll live long enough to actually see a real lightsaber,